When we look at the question of, well, what about the people of God today? Couldn't they just say, look at what God did in the Old Testament, we can do that in the New? Well, we need to remember that the Old Testament people of God, the nation of Israel, had its own, again, national boundaries, had its own judicial and legal system, that it had judgments and judges and penalties and so forth within this system, had a ruler and so on. Again, unlike the new Israel, namely the church, from every tribe and tongue and people and nation, a people of God that is not circumscribed by national boundaries or led by some earthly king, but rather now a certain spiritual task is upon them, and they certainly engage to bring the influence of the gospel into their respective nations. But there is a clear difference here, that there is no longer this law of Moses that pertains to the people of God. It's sort of like when I told my children when they were younger to hold my hand when we were crossing the street. I would give them this command. But now that they're older, teenagers and above, I don't have to say, hold my hand when we're crossing the street. In fact, one of these days they might say to me, Dad, hold my hand when we're crossing the street. But there can be a certain time in which these commands have a binding validity. But once that time has passed, then those commands no longer have that kind of effect. The task has been accomplished, and things move on.